What is up, guys, and welcome back. Neumatix here with another Minecraft mod versus mod episode where we pit two mods up against each other to see which one is the best. And today we have cars. So the first car mod we're going to have to look at is the Ultimate Car Mod by Dawson. It adds in some pretty awesome stuff, if I have to say so, like this little garage going on, these cars, all these different components to make the cars. And then the next one has got to be Personal Cars by Katos 94852, which adds in a variety of more cars with different colors and even some cars you can transport other mobs in. But the first mod we're going to go ahead and look at is the Ultimate Car Mod. And now I do have two different separate mod overviews of both of these that I'm going to go ahead and put up in the right hand corner at some point, probably right now, up in the corner there. And then for the other one, I'll go ahead and do that when I'm reviewing that one in a second. But let's go ahead and jump right into this. So we have this little sign that says my garage. I have my little car in here, and then we have a little port underneath it that'll allow us to go ahead and mess with the car, make a car, or repair this one. So I'll go ahead and show you guys what I mean. So what you'll need to get is a car workshop, and that's going to be in the middle, and then surrounded by it is going to be a bunch of car workshop parts. And of course it is raining. As always in my city, always rains in here. I thought it was perfect to go ahead and review these mods in a city because, come on, you need cars in a city. So in this mod, if we went ahead and clicked, I'll go ahead and start my car up. I'll go ahead and show you that real quick. Took a little bit. Go ahead and pull it ahead, turn it off. I'm going to go ahead and jump out, and then, okay, now we can go ahead and click on that, and we can say repair car, but it doesn't have my car in there because I wasn't directly over it. So it's a little bit of a hassle sometimes when you're over that. You're going to have to try and figure it out, get your car over to the side maybe, click on that, and then if you say repair car, it's going to need some tools you can go ahead and create in the mod in order to repair your car. Yes, your car can get damaged if you run into buildings. Alright, that's better. Clear skies. And then enough of that noise of the thunder. Alright, so over in this chest, I have a bunch of components and parts that come that you need in order to create the cars. You're going to need a little bit of everything, and I'll go ahead and show you some of it. So if I press U and JEI, I can go ahead and see all of the different materials I'm going to need in order to make some of these cars. So these, I believe, are most of the hot rods. Yes, the fastest cars you can have in the game. And then let's go ahead and go over maybe the 3-cylinder, and it'll go ahead and go into the car workshop, and you see all of the different ones we can make in here. So little buggies, some trucks. Trucks are really cool. You can have different designs on the side, as you see right there. You have a little Pac-Man ghost right there, and then a bow. I don't even know what it is, but it's really cool because you can also have a bunch of stuff in the back you can carry with you wherever you're going. And every car is different when you start up. Sometimes it also depends on the weather of how long it takes in order for it to start up. But as you see down in the corner, oh, can I get out of my garage? I squeeze by. So as you see down, that little experience bar is not an experience bar. It's actually the speedometer and the fuel gauge. So each car gets started with a little bit of fuel, and you'll need to go ahead and fill them up at a gas station like this. All right, Creeper, go ahead and fill her up. What are you waiting for? All right, so of course this mod needs fuel in order to run any car you have. So this little gas station right here I have hooked up. We can go ahead and start, and it's going to fill my car up with gas that I have already set up inside this building right here. I'll show you in a minute, but as I go ahead and fill it up, it'll show you it can hold about 1,500, and it's almost full. And this is how much that is in the gas tank itself. So there we go. It's all full. I'm going to jump in, and there you go. The green bar is all the way full, so we are set to go. Now for the fun part of this mod. If we walk in here, this is the entire setup in order to create fuel, which is biofuel, in order to get the gas inside the gas tank and then into the car. So you can't just go ahead and build a car and drive off and pretend that everything's all right. You're going to need some kind of fuel source in order to keep driving, which in this chest, I went ahead and put all of the different components. And like I said, I'll go ahead and leave that link up in the right-hand corner, if I didn't already, to show you guys the mod review I did earlier on how to set all of this stuff up. Now, say you're going for a long trip and you may not be around any kind of gas station. So you might want to go ahead and get something like this, a canister, which you can go ahead and fill up with gas. And you might want to go ahead and bring a repair kit just in case you hit a building or something, because you know, you don't know how to drive. So let's go ahead and start this car up if I can at night. And what's really cool, guys, is if you go ahead and get the mod dynamic lights. Oh, and I just hit that. So as you see, the engine stops when you hit something, and it shows a little bit of damage. As I'm gonna hit this again. Come on. Okay, get around the corner. But as I was saying, if you guys download the mod dynamic lights, you'll go ahead and see a light source surrounding your car as if it had headlights. So as I'm coming up to my bridge, I went ahead and had to change up the slope to something that's in the mod. I believe it's called sloped asphalt, which you go ahead and put down because these cars cannot go up blocks. They could go up half slabs, but they can't go up blocks, which is unfortunate because that is something the other mod could do. But we're going to go ahead and come around the corner here, go all the way on to the other side, You could also switch up the config options to change it so that the car goes slower over other blocks and goes faster over asphalt. I personally don't care for that, so I went ahead and left it the way it was, and that is actually the default inside the mod. But let's go ahead and park this baby over in the corner, and without going into the water, because that would be very, very bad. Let's shut it off and then jump out. And something I did not show you guys is the little sports car. All of them have their own little chests inside. So if I shift right click, I have a bunch of different slots I could go ahead and take stuff with me on my travels, and I have my keys with me in case you're on a server or something. You go take your keys out so no one else can drive it. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and check out the personal cars. As you can tell, the little sports car for personal cars compared to the sports car for the Ultimate Car mod is very significant difference in between them. One's quite bigger than the other, and then if we wanted to go ahead and drive this one, I don't know if I have a key already set up to it. I think I do, and I think I got rid of it, so I can't drive it anymore. That is the problem with those, but you could go ahead and create a key modifier to go ahead and change that. And the thing is, with these, they don't require any kind of fuel source. So if we went ahead and set this key to this one, let's go ahead and jump in, and then we can go ahead and, well, I didn't jump in. We could go ahead and drive this thing around. So let's go ahead and, I believe, right click and start it right up. We don't have to really hold it down or anything. We just hit it and it starts up. And we'll go ahead and drive off. And as you can tell, it already seems about as fast as the other one. And then if we went ahead and went over these blocks, we can go right up it without a problem. So that is a big difference between this mod and the other. These cars can go ahead and go one up any kind of block. You can go ahead and drive up mountains if you really wanted to. So let's go ahead and park this baby over in the corner. So this one, I believe, is called the Transporter. I'll go ahead and go into third-person mode here and show you guys. So in the back, I could go ahead and carry any kind of mob with me, and all I need to do is have this whip. I can go ahead and put the whip on a cow or a sheep or something, and maybe I'm transporting over to another farm area. I could go ahead and do that, pop them in this transporter, and be on my way. All right, so I got out of that car and go ahead and hit the key, and it's locked up, and no one can go ahead and drive it unless they grab that key from me, which I don't believe they can. So that's pretty cool. So like I said, these cars are a little faster than the ones in the Ultimate Car mod, and they don't require any kind of source of fuel, and they can go up blocks of one at a time, so you can actually, like I said, climb mountains if you really wanted to. And they come in a variety of colors. I'm going to show you guys right here in JEI. So you got blue, green, red, and gray, and then you have at least 5 different ones. You have the compact car, the SUV, the race car, the transporter, and the truck. I went ahead and showed you guys the transporter right here. This is the race car, this is the truck, this is the compact car, and this is the SUV. So not much of a difference between the SUV and the compact car, but it is a lot smaller, and probably the one that is closest to being the size of any of the cars in the Ultimate Car mod is the race car right here. So I actually found the key to my race car, so we're going to get started up, and I'm going to show you guys the difference. So, oh my gosh, so much faster. Look at how fast this is compared to the race car for the Ultimate Car mod, and it drives a lot easier than that one. So you can go ahead and whip around corners without a problem. The other one takes a little bit of time to go ahead when you're going at a fast speed to go around corners. One last thing to mention is the only car that can actually hold anything for you besides mobs is the transporter, and then the truck can hold your items for you. So let's go ahead and get the obvious differences out of the way. So the obvious difference is the fact that you can go ahead and fuel up your cars in the Ultimate Car mod, and you cannot in the Personal Car mod. The Personal Car mod does not require fuel. You can go ahead and drive on forever and not have a problem with that. The Ultimate Car mod is a bit complex, but you can go ahead and have a storage system in any of the cars you make, and the Personal Car mod can only have storage inside the actually not the transporter. The transporter can go ahead and carry mobs wherever, but the truck can go ahead and carry your items for you. The other ones cannot. Speaking of complexity, the Ultimate Car mod, you could go ahead and press I and show a bunch of different things going on. So the amount of fuel, the amount of damage to your battery, and how hot the car is getting, and also the items you can carry in it in order to help you along your way. The Personal Car mod does not require any of that. If I go ahead and get out of that, I can jump inside, and you can see there's no menu for me. There's nothing going on. I could just go ahead and start it up if I got the key and take off. Controlling a car in the Personal Car mod is pretty simple and very easy. You can go ahead and whip around corners without a problem, without running off track at all. As you can tell from the cars from the Ultimate Car mod, if I go and take a corner, I'm going to hit this building. And that is also another thing, is when you hit buildings, the car stops and takes damage. The other ones from Personal Car mod, the personal cars, does not do that at all. Another big difference in complexity is the fact that the Ultimate Car mod has all of this stuff going on, even markers you can put down on your roads. And then we got down to this point, Personal Cars has only this amount of stuff in it. So you can definitely tell, very simplistic for Personal Car mod, and then very complex, or not that complex, but a bit more complex than personal cars for the ultimate car mod. But alright guys, that was pretty much everything I wanted to go ahead and go over in these two mods. So now it's up to you. Which mod do you feel is superior compared to the other one? And personally, I really like the ultimate car mod. Yeah, it may be a little bit more complex. It may be a little harder to get around. You can't really go up mountains with these, but I kind of like that. I like the realism that comes with these cars and the fact that you can go ahead and create gas stations. I mean, really, come on. But I do like the fact that in personal cars, you could go ahead and just make cars and take off and go wherever you want to go. And the fact that you could go ahead and transport your livestock if you really wanted to. But if you guys would, if you did enjoy this, please leave a like. And if you want, go ahead and comment and let me know which mod you like to use in your world. Or maybe this is the first time you've seen either of them. Go ahead and let me know how you like them in your own world. And as always, please subscribe to my channel to get content like this every Tuesday. Thanks again, guys. See you in the next one. Peace.